It is the week of March 3rd, 2020. My name is Marley.
And I'm Allie. Welcome to your TNN.
Last week in the state of Washington, a 26-year-old man went out for a run near the Olympic State Park. Somewhere along his run, he broke his ankle, and then he spent 8 hours crawling back to the trail ahead, hoping to find someone to help him call 911. In those 8 hours, he was able to crawl about 5 miles. Once help arrived, he was still 4 miles away from where he started at the trail ahead. He had a telephone with him, but the trail he was on was very secluded, and there was no service available. He was wearing what was described as light clothing, and the temperature was below freezing. The Coast Guard arrived by helicopter and took him to the nearby hospital. He was expected to be fine.
Calling all Nutella fans, Ferrero Rocher, the parent company of Nutella, just announced plans to open a new 600,000 square foot manufacturing plant in Goodyear. Even if you have never heard of Nutella, the popular hazelnut spread, you're probably familiar with some of their other products, like Butterfingers, Baby Ruth bars, or the little round Ferrero Rocher chocolates that are popular around the holidays. Right now, the new factory is thought to be home to Butterfingers and Baby Ruth candy bars. But even if it isn't, one thing is for sure, it will be delicious. Now let's go over to Miss G. Cavelli with a weekly update.
Good morning, students and staff. I would love to introduce our February Students and Employees of the Month. Our employees are Mrs. McShane, one of our second grade teachers, and Miss Denny McConnell, one of our parapros. Congratulations. Our students of the month, Miss Hammond's class, Elliot Jones. Mrs. Coleman's class, Jacob Taylor. Mrs. Nelson's class, Alexa Duarte. Mrs. Aguirre's class, Adeline Williams. Mrs. Tracer's class, Mary Sharp. Mrs. Pearson's class, Isabel Chinchilla. Miss Bruner's class, Brandon Fong. Miss Huggins' class, Austin De La Cruz. Miss Webb's class, Chelsea Sanchez. Miss Notwell's class, Colton Hughes. Mrs. McShane's class, Amelia Valdez. Mrs. O'Malley's class, Sophie Johnson. Mrs. Rum's class, Cira Westerland. Mrs. Straska's class, Christopher Barnes. Mr. King's class, Dean Johnson. Mrs. Worsham's class, Andrea Hernandez. Mrs. Denny's class, Savea McConnell. Mrs. Brooks' class, Easton Eubanks and Aubrey Taylor. Mr. Panko's class, Kieran Rios. Miss Zimmerman's class, Abigail Zanes. Miss Payton's class, Iris Ontiveros. Miss L. Martinez, Cody Menard. Mrs. Warren, Chloe Stone, Mrs. Barnes, Ziona McCann, and Mrs. Wynn's, Madeline Traster. Congratulations to our February Students and Employees of the Month. Good morning, students, staff, and community members. Today we do have our second grade field trip to the Wildlife Oasis. On Wednesday, we have our PTO meeting at 6 p.m., a new time for parents that sometimes have to work and are not able to attend at our regular 4 p.m. time, so we hope you can make it. Thursday, we have our first McTeachers Night at McDonald's on Watson from 5 to 7 p.m., and it will be a fundraiser for our school. Our teachers and administrators will be serving food, so we hope you can make it. And Friday, we do have our annual career day from 8 to 11:15. We're very excited about our presenters. Let's have a great week.
Thanks, Ms. G. Cavelli. Now let's go over to sports with Jamie and Faith.
Hello, welcome back to sports. I'm Miss Faith.
And I'm Damien.
In NBA news, the Suns won a big road game last week against the Utah Jazz, 131 to 111, which gave them back-to-back wins for the first time in a while. They are currently 24 and 34 and have to really get on a winning streak to have a chance at the playoffs.
The Coyotes beat one of the league's best teams last week, the Tampa Bay Lightning, by scoring a season-high 7 goals. The game final was 7-3. In bigger news, their all-star goalie Darcy Kemper made his return to the team last week after missing a few months due to lower body injury. Spring training baseball started up last week as well. Baseball fans from all across the state and country get to see their favorite teams and the players as they prepare the new season.
See you next time on sports. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Let's go over to Nick and Hope with
Welcome to Entertainment News. My name is Hope.
and I'm Nick.
March is shaping up to be a big month at the movie theaters. First is the next movie in the line of live-action Disney remakes with Mulan. Most of you have probably seen the cartoon version that came out about 22 years ago. This one stars Ai Fi Lu as the girl who must hide her true identity and fight in the Chinese army. It comes out on the 27th of March.
The other new movie that kids might be interested in is called My Spy. It comes out on March 13th. It stars Dave Bautista and Chloe Coleman, who is the 9-year-old girl that befriends a CIA agent that has been sent to do a surveillance on her family.
That is all for Entertainment News. See you next time. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Now Kaylee's here with Joke of the Week.
Welcome to Joke of the Week. My name is Kaylee, and today we have Gear from Miss Bruner's first grade class. So, Gear, what is your joke?
What do you give a sick lemon?
I don't know. What do you give a sick lemon?
Lemonade.
Great joke. Here on Joke of the Week, we want to hear your joke. If you have a joke and would like to be on the news, go to the link below. See you next time. Bye.
Thanks, Kaylee. Let's go to Audley with Kids at Hope.
Welcome to Kids at Hope. My name is Audley. Today we have Isabella, first grader from Mrs. Pearson's homeroom. Today we are talking about the Ace of Clubs. The Ace of Clubs is a caring adult that can identify your talents, skills, and treasures that exist in each one of us. There are adults you can ask for help whenever you need it. So, Isabel, who is your Ace of Clubs?
My brother.
How does it make you feel how does it make you feel to know that this person can identify your talents and skills?
Because he makes me happy. Because he knows me very well.
How does your Ace of Clubs make you feel when you're around them?
Excited. Because he gives me lots of stuff. Because he gives me a lot of stuff.
Remember, every child can have several Ace of Clubs. They can be teachers, coaches, relatives, or family friends. If you would like to appear on Kids of Hope, please go to the link below. See you next time on Kids of Hope.
Thanks, Audley. Now here is Mackenzie and Charity with Fun Fact Trivia.
Welcome to Fun Fact Trivia. My name is Charity.
And my name is Mackenzie.
This Tuesday, March 3rd, is National Cold Cut Day. It is one of the meatiest days of the year. Whether you call it lunch meat, deli meat, sandwich meat, or just plain old cold cuts, it is an easy day to celebrate.
Some people say that they don't like cold cuts, but we believe that it's just a bunch of bologna. Some people eat them stacked high on a sandwich, and others might prefer them sliced on a cracker. Your question today is, bologna is one of the most popular lunch meats in the U.S., but it is named after a city in which country? A, Italy.
B, Turkey.
C, Spain.
You have 10 seconds to decide which one's... If you said A, Italy, you are correct. Bologna is technically a pork sausage with various seasonings added in.
In Britain, Ireland, Zimbabwe, Zambia, and South African, it is known as polony. That's all for Fun Fact Trivia. See you next time. Bye.
Thanks, girls. Here's Science Time with Shaylin.
Welcome to Science Time. My name is Shaylin. Scientists have discovered a first for animal kingdom. They have found an animal that doesn't breathe. This animal is a parasitic blob, most closely related to the jellyfish.
It spends its entire life infecting the dense muscle tissue of a deep-water fish. Its scientific name is Hina-Gaiacella. Scientists have also discovered that this is one of the few animals that have evolved backwards or downsized over the existence. They have continued to lose features like muscle cells, nerve cells, and tissues. The only feature that they have seemed to keep their stinger cells that look like eyes on their head. They don't carry any venom, but those stinger cells help them attach to a host. That's all for Science Time. See you next week.
Thanks, Shaylin. Now here's Allie with This Week in History.
Hello, and welcome to This Week in History. My name's Allie. On this day, March 3rd, 1931, the Star-Spangled Banner becomes the national anthem of the United States. President Herbert Hoover signed a congressional act making it official. The song was written over 100 years earlier, back in 1814, by Francis Scott Key after watching the British attack on Fort McHenry, but failing to capture it. After circulating as a handbill, the patriotic lyrics were published in a Baltimore newspaper on September 20, 1814. Key's words were later sent to the tune of Anacreon in Heaven. A popular English song throughout the 19th century, the Star-Spangled Banner was regarded as the national anthem by most branches of the U.S. Armed Forces and other groups. That is all for This Week in History. See you next time.
Thanks, Allie. Now here's Josh.
Welcome to Word of the Week. My name is Josh. This week's word is acquaint. Acquaint is a verb and it means to make someone aware or familiar with. Here's how to use it in a sentence. The new student quickly became acquainted with his new table partners as they all worked on a group project together. See you next time, Word of the Week.
Thanks, Josh. Here's Cool Student Hidden Talents with Aubrey.
And welcome to Cool Student Hidden Talents. My name's Aubrey, and today we have Elizabeth from Miss Warren's 5th grade class. So Elizabeth, what's your hidden talent?
I can make anything into a drum.
Sounds great, let's see it. Great job. How long have you been able to turn things into drums?
I have been able to do it since preschool.
Do you have any drums at home?
Yes, I do, and I have bongos at home, and I like to make my own songs and beats.
That's awesome. If you have a hidden talent and would like to be on the news, go to the link below. And we would love to have you on. See you next time on Cool Student Hidden Talent. Bye.
Thanks, Aubrey. Now let's head to Eden with the Kids Heart Challenge update.
Hello once again, Tartesso. My name is Aiden, and I am here to say thank you for how awesome you all did on the Kids Heart Challenge. We surpassed our goal of $2,000. The Kids Heart Challenge wrapped up last week after we filmed this episode. So I will be back one more time next week to tell you all the winners. Thank you again for being Tartesso Heart Heroes.
Thanks, Aiden. Here's some closing announcements.
Cake Pops will be sold this Wednesday after school.
Kona Ice will be sold this Thursday during lunch and recess.
That's all for this week's in TNN.
See you next time. Bye!